and welcome to Ballet Fit Flow. I'm Maria Rios-Kelly, and this is my low cortisol approach to fitness that blends functional movement and graceful mobility to support your fascia, encourage lymphatic drainage, tone your body, and move stress through, not into, your system. I hope you enjoyed these workouts and that they're useful to you. We're going to begin with a chest opening shoulder stretch. Please raise your hands up to the ceiling, interlocking your fingers with palms facing out, and release, keeping your arms straight and gently bending at the elbow, opening up your chest and releasing. Go, hands interlaced, palms out, up, stretch looking up and down. Once more, hands interlaced, palms out, stretch up. You can twist to the side, stretch to the side, keeping your hips and knees stable, and release. Wonderful. Now we'll grab our elbow and do a side arm stretch. Stretch, pushing your elbow behind your head and trying to stay upright. Try to reach as far down your back as possible. And release, opening up. And again with the opposite arm. Trying to stay as straight up as possible. Don't hunch forward. Keep your hips stable. Really breathe into the stretch and release. Wonderful. We're now going to take our arms to second position and open wide, looking upward. Good. Ensure that your elbows stay up and your palms are facing forward. Close, open, look upward, close and open, close, open, close and open. Try to keep your knees where they are. Close and open and really feel that chest stretch. And open. Good. Now we'll do a few shoulder rolls back. 3, 4, and forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your hand and press your shoulder down while pulling your head in the opposite direction. Gently stretch your neck muscles. Good. Now looking downward towards your knee, stretch your trap muscles. Good. And the same with the other side. Take your head, push your shoulder down and stretch your neck. Ensuring that your breathing is stable and that nothing hurts. Just a nice, feel-good stretch. And turn to look at your knee and stretch your traps. Good. We'll now begin with a fascia flow, focusing on our feet and hips. Please point your feet in front of you and flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Trying to keep your knees turned out as much as you are able. And now we will do ankle rolls, 4 in each direction. Now change direction. Good. Now we will do demi-point, where we point and just lift our toes. Point your toes, lift your toes, point, lift, point, and lift. Good. Now we'll take our knee and bring it up to our chest, folding over the opposite side, taking our arm and looking back as far as possible while sitting up straight. Good. Now we will lean to the side. Ensure that your knee stays in the same position and hold. Good, now we'll do the same with the opposite side. Twist backwards, ensuring that you're sitting up straight and that both of your hips are planted on the floor. Good, and then we'll come back. Keep our knees stable and lean to the side. And hold. Now we'll open our hips by twisting our knees side to side, keeping your hips as stable as possible. Just really trying to feel the stretch in your hip flexors. Good. Now we'll move on to port de bras. We'll start with a la seconde. Ang ba in front of you, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde, allonge, ang ba, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde, allonge, ang ba, 하나 방, angO, and down. Good. We'll be using the port de bras throughout our lessons, so please let me know if this is useful to you. Ang ba, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde, allonge, ang ba, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde, allonge, ang ba, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde, allonge, ang ba, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde, allonge, 하나 방, angO, and down. We're using angO to leverage ourselves forward so as not to bend our back as much. You can give a few little demi points. Good. Turn out, flex, ang ba, 하나 방, angO, allonge. Ensure that you're not leaning backwards. ang ba, 하나 방, angO, a la seconde. Good. angO, a la seconde. Keep your toes flexed. A la seconde. ang ba, 하나 방, angO, and forward. Good. Ensure that you're leading with your chest, keeping your shoulders down. Stretch with your toes flexed. You can hold on to them to get a deeper stretch. We'll now begin our lower body flow. Again, bring your knee to your chest and twist back. Good. Now we're going to put our knee behind us and open up our legs like so. Ensure that your hips are firmly on the floor. To ang bang, ana bang, angO, and go forward. This is going to stretch our inner thigh. Only go to the amount that is not painful for you. You can hold yourself up like this. Really twist into the stretch, whatever feels good for you. You can flex your opposite foot so that you get a deeper stretch. Wonderful. Roll out your hips a bit, and if it is hard for you to keep your foot that's behind you flexed, you can fold it underneath you, but ideally keeping it flexed. You can point, flex your toes, point, flex, point, flex. Give a little stretch. Good, we're going to go again. ang bang, ana bang, angO, and forward. Gently. Only feeling what your body is able to do right now. Don't push yourself too hard. And gently hold the stretch, regulating your breathing. Good. We'll do one more time. angO, and up and down. Good. Hold yourself. Flex your foot. Keep your hips planted into the mat. Wonderful. Okay, gently fold your stretched out leg. Bring it in to Z-sit, and we're going to stretch to the opposite side. Good. Now bring your folded leg above you. We're going to fold our knees over each other, keeping our hips planted and leading with our chest to stretch our glutes and hamstrings. Good, shake your legs out. We're going to do the same with the opposite leg. Give a little point flex, point flex. Good, bring your knee up, twist. Sitting up straight, keeping your hips planted. Good. Now we'll put that knee behind us and open our legs up, keeping your hips level and planted. Good. 앙바, 아나방, 앙오. You can point. 알라 세컨드, 앙바, 아나방, 앙오. 알라 세컨드. Just for practice. 나방, 앙오. And go forward, keeping your foot flexed. You can bounce into the stretch if it's easier. 앙바, 아나바, 앙오, 알라 세컨드, 런제 앙바, 아나방, 앙오, and slide into the stretch. Feeling your inner thigh and hamstring, flexing your foot, and again you can bounce into the stretch and release, bending your leg, coming into Z-sit, twisting your hips and leaning over for a stretch. Good. Now bring your knees up, stacking them one over the other, keeping your hips planted and leaning forward, leading with your chest, ensuring that your hips are going forward. You can rock into this if it's a little uncomfortable. Good. Wonderful. Undo your legs, go into a butterfly, and shake it out. Good, now we'll open to wide V sit. 앙바, 아나방, 앙오. Lean forward as much as you are able. If this is difficult, please place your arms or elbows on the mat and only go as far as you are able. Good, and we'll hold this stretch. Feeling the inside of our thighs and our hamstrings, rolling our hips forward. Ensure that we are not hunching. Good, and we'll have our arms in anba, anabang, side to side, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex. Open to alla sekundu. Point, flex, 앙바, 앙오, and pointing and flexing while looking side to side. Good. You can roll your hips out, give a side stretch, grabbing your toes and pulling them towards you, and again with the other side. Ensuring that you're not collapsing forward, but that you're stretching your sides. Good. Now we'll put it all together and do point and flex with our arm positions, beginning with amba, point, flex, point, flex. Anabang, point, flex, point, flex. Your opposite toes. Good. We're going to ango, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And alla second, keep your elbows up, point, flex, your shoulders down. Good. And again down to angba, anabang. We're going to look side to side now. Angba, anabang, ango, alla second, angba, anabang, ango, alla second. Looking side to side. And point and flex. We'll give a side stretch, once more while pointing. And bring our legs together and shake them out. Good job. We'll now begin our core and balance section. Engaging your core, we're going to give a little point and flex, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex, demi-point, just pointing and flexing your toes. Good. With our toes pointed, we're going to go ankle, knee, extend, flex out, ankle, knee, extend, flex out, ankle, knee, extend, flex out. And we'll do again with the other side. Ankle, knee, extend, flex out, ankle, knee, extend, flex out, ankle, knee, extend, flex out. Good job. We'll now begin with some battements. Propping yourself up on your elbows, we're going to pull using our ab muscle. Up 4 times, up, 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 and the opposite leg, up, 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 up. Good. As you lift from your elbows, come into angle, lean back and go into a butterfly stretch. Good. And now we're going to lie completely on the floor with our arms out and our toes pointed. We're going to scoop our upper body up like so and extend, up and extend, up and extend. Imagine you're a little butterfly, just pulling your legs up and extend, up, looking at your knees and extend, up, swoop your arms up and down, circling your knees. Good, you should feel engagement in your core to bring your knees up and keep your toes pointed. Good job. Now we will lie on our side with our elbow propping us up. You can stabilize yourself with your front hand, but we are going to lead with that front hand. Lead with your wrist, come in with your elbow, and at the same time, bring your knee up to the front, like so. Lead with your wrist, go back with your elbow. Just a graceful, fluid movement, pointing your toes and keeping your leg lifted, stabilizing yourself with your other leg and your elbow. Try to make this as graceful as possible. Don't let your shoulders hunch up. Lead with your wrist, swoop down. Good. Out, in, out, in. Now we'll take our pointed toe and we're going to tap forward and back, forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. Engaging your glutes. Good, and we'll do the same with the opposite side, starting with our graceful movement, bringing our wrist forward and back. And our leg as well should extend behind us. Engaging your core, stabilizing yourself, and really looking for balance. Trying to keep the rhythm and balance within the song, and becoming more balanced within ourselves. Imagine that there's an invisible string keeping your posture straight, and let your breath guide your balance. Believe that you are stronger than anything that might be trying to knock you off your balance, and rise with grace in every movement. Good. Good. Now we'll point our toe in front of our knee, behind our knee. Forward, back, forward, back. Beautiful. Be sure to end with a stretch. I like to end with butterfly and opening it up using my elbows to push my knees down. Also a little point and flex. Open. I hope you enjoyed this workout and we hope to see you again soon. Bye.